starring Sacagawea, Lewis, and York.
Go.
Breaking news, we have just been invited to go on the Corps of Discovery expedition with Lewis and Clark. Over there, you will find Lewis and his men chasing the prairie dog. Look at them run. We got one! News Channel 6 here, about to interview Lewis on his experience on catching the prairie dog. Hi Lewis, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Well, my first question is, what was it like catching the prairie dog?
It was a very maddening experience. It took all of our men, and then we finally caught it.
Well, that's good to hear. It must have been such a pest. Oh, just it. One of our viewers has just asked you to describe what the prairie dog looks like.
Well, it sort of looks like an oversized mouse with golden fur. It burrows in the ground. It's obviously very fast.
I see. Well, I have one last question for you. How exactly do you think this prairie dog will help benefit our nation?
Stop. It will make good food.
Yum yum. Lewis is in his canoe drawing plants he and York has just recently discovered. Lewis and York have just told me about two plants they have recently discovered. One was called the aromatic aster and the other was the Osage orange tree. The aromatic aster has rigid stems and grows about 20 inches tall, and it also has narrow leaves. The Osage orange tree is a medium-sized tree with a short, crooked trunk. It has small green flowers on it also. These two plants benefit our nation because they make our land more beautiful, and the Osage orange tree attracts squirrels, which we could eat. They also are helpful because the flowers that grow on it have an edible area inside the core of them. That's about the plants. We are now at the Mandan tribe, and Lewis is talking to one of its members. They are talking about how other tribes that are coming up will treat the explorers. Let's see.
Coming up, you mean Shoshone. If you're nice to them, they should give you horses, which help you on your expedition. They that way. So you wanna go north. They usually nice people. So you want to follow the river up. You want to follow a river.
Go.
Lewis has just told me about a ritual the Mandan tribe has performed for him. Lewis, what was this ritual called?
It was called the buffalo dance.
I see. What was the outcome of this ritual?
They believed it helped the buffalo find their way to the tribe after the ritual was performed.
I see. Thank you for your time. Lewis is talking to the Shoshone tribe leader, Lemhi.
I would like to take Sacagawea's husband along with us on the expedition. I believe he could be our interpreter. What do you think?
I don't believe that is possible. If you wish, you may take Sacagawea. She's 16 years old and is very good at tracking, but she does have a newborn baby.
Okay, I believe you. I guess we'll be taking Sacagawea along.
You may also take her husband with you.
Hey folks, I seem to have lost my microphone. I accidentally dropped it in the Missouri River. Now I'm going to have an interview with Sacagawea, but I'm going to have to talk really, really loud since my microphone is gone. Hi Sacagawea, how are you?
I am very well. Thank you for asking.
I would like to ask you a few questions about your tribe. The first one is, would you describe your tribe as a caring and kind and caring tribe?
Yes, we are very caring people, but our people were not thrilled that the Americans had bought our territory, but we are perfectly fine as long as they don't start any wars.
Okay, my last question is, do you think what Lewis and Clark are doing, making peace with all the Indian tribes they meet, is good?
I believe that Lewis and Clark's effort to make peace with my kind is very good, and it should reduce wars if there were to be any.
Lewis and Sacagawea have just discovered a new plant.
We call this the Berberis equifolium. As you can see, its roots are parallel to the ground, and the grasses that are sticking up from it are about a foot to a foot and a half long. They also contain small animals such as slugs and such in there. It also has berries on there, as you can see me kind of pick off right here. But we have already ate most of them because they are delicious.
Cut.
Josephine Harris here on News Channel 6, about to interview York on a few of the animals he and Lewis have discovered on their expedition. York, what were these animals' names?
Well, when we was with the Mandan tribe, we discovered the buffalo, and then later on, we saw the grizzly bear.
I see. Well, how do you think the buffalo will benefit our nation?
Well, it's fur for the clothing and the coating for our cold winters, and then later, to this time, they're good for meat, buffalo wings. I know you heard of them. Yum, yum.
Okay, well, can you describe the buffalo for us?
The buffalo is very large. Its horns also are very big, and these make good spoons and bows.
Okay, what about the grizzly bear? Can you describe him for us?
Well, actually a very scary creature. Even though it's 3 times the size of me, well, 10, because I'm very light, it can get up to speeds of 40 miles per hour. Can't run from it. And even though we shot at it, it will never die. Well, Louis did.
Thank you for your time. York, could you describe one of the Indian tribes you and Lewis came across?
Well, we came across the Lakotas. They were a very powerful tribe. They were actually going to start a war with the Mandan, but at the time, they tried to stop our expedition that we were taking. But we made peace with their leader. And
It's starting! Do the stick! Get the stick! Get the stick!
Can I go wash my hands? Oh my God, why didn't you tell me it was muddy? Why didn't you tell me it was muddy?
I knew it was muddy! The stick! Don't pull me down though! Oh my God, you guys are dog poop!
Ow! Oh, I said I could come up.
No, I thought I did. Here.
You started?
Damn, don't you understand why we scream no more? My dreams are of children, orphaned by blood spilled at these hands. And here lay the grave of the innocent. We raise our flag.
Prairie dog is like an oversized mouse. It's got golden fur.
I told you I was about to fall. I told